show you how I do my foundation. I already did my eyebrows. First thing that I do is I use some type of primer. For right now I'm going to be using the Cover FX Calming Primer, and this is a sample that I got from Ulta. Okay, I'm just gonna rub it in my face. I already moisturized, so the thing about a primer, if your foundation does not last, you feel like your foundation isn't lasting, it's because you're not using a primer or you're not setting it with powder. So I'm just using my primer. The foundation that I'm going to be using is the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, and when I use the Nars Sheer Glow or a similar foundation, I like to use like a buffing brush, something like this or this. And this one is from Real Techniques. This is a Coastal Scents brush, and it goes in like this. And if I'm using more of a high coverage foundation, I prefer to use a damp beauty sponge or a beauty blender, just because it helps not make the product look cakey, because the Nars Sheer Glow does not have a pump. I just put a little, not too much, on the back of my hand, and if I need more I'll get more. And then I take my my buffing brush. Let me put my hair back. I don't want to get foundation on my hair. I take my buffing brush, kind of stipple it on my skin so I can get that airbrushed effect, you know, but I don't want to take too much at a time. So I'm gonna start with this side of my face. I'm gonna just stipple it on my skin like this. And you probably see difference already. I forgot to say I'm in the color Cadiz, I believe. Let me just check. No, I'm in the color Syracuse, not Cadiz. I'm in the color Syracuse. Cadiz is my summer color. And when we had the highlighted brow, it kind of helped blend it in, just to make sure everything is blended really nicely. I'm just going to put just a little bit more product. When your foundation matches your neck, you don't need to put foundation on your neck. And when I buy foundation, I like it to match the color of my neck. That way you don't have to blend your neck. You know what I mean? I do my concealer after my foundation, just because I feel like you save product. You don't use that much concealer, and it kind of makes you look more highlighted. So I'm going to start off with coverage, and then I want to highlight. So for coverage, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer Duo, and I'm going to take NW30, which is the darker color, and it's a cool tone color. I'm going to be using the MAC ProLongWear Concealer in the color NC35. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand like I do with my foundation, and this actually has a pump. And I just use a little bit. I just like to use a little bit at a time because nobody wants to waste product. Now this is going to be for highlighting. And it's lighter than my skin tone so that it gives me that highlighted glow. Like, just to look more awake. Now compare this side of my face with this side. I look more awake, right? So yeah. I'm using the BH Studio Pro powder in the color 230, and it's this color right here. I'm just gonna set my concealer. Another thing I like to use is the Becca Nye powder. You know what? Just for video purpose, I'm gonna use that as well. I'm not going to use as much like if I was going for a super beat face. Contour my face, and today I'm going to be using the BH Studio Pro powder in the color, this is the matte finish pressed powder in the color 255, and it's this darker color. I love to contour my face. Like, I don't know what I was doing in life without contouring my face, but I need it. So I'm going to be using this Real Techniques contour brush. Just lightly dip my brush in. Time for the fishy face. And the lines, when you go, is really what you want to do, because you want to, well, for me, I want to kind of deepen my, or define my jawbone, just to make myself look a little bit more. I'm just going to brush. Now look at this side of my face in comparison to that side of the face. I just look a little bit more defined and chiseled. Yeah, Shantae. So I'm going to do the same on that side. I like this brush because you can really maneuver your brush movements really well. And yeah, I just like to lightly tap around here. I'm not really trying to look super skinny like I lost weight or anything. I'm just trying to define my jawbone. That's what I like to do. My favorite part, highlight. So for my highlight, I will be using the infamous Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Opal. And I have this fan brush from Coastal Scents. I just lightly brush, just lightly dip my fan brush, and I'm gonna go for that same fishy face and go. You see the highlight? It's so pretty. And yeah, that's pretty much my foundation, concealer, contour, highlight routine. I would add blush depending on what color lipstick or eyeshadow I'm wearing, but yeah. And I do set it with some type of setting spray. I like the NYX Dewy Finish Spray. I'm all out of that. Yep, I'm all out of that. But I do have some Max Fix Bust in the travel size, so I just like 2 to 3 sprays. And yeah, that is my concealer, highlight, and contour and foundation routine. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Bye. I used mostly blues and blacks for this look.